Welcome back to Dallas Delivery District Update. We had two great guests here today. First, on my right.
My name is Forrest Turner. I'm Director of Code Compliance for the City of Dallas.
On my left.
My name is Ben Hidalgo. I'm with the Dallas Police Department, Office of Community Affairs.
This is a great opportunity to be in code. Tell us
Yes.
the good things and bad things that you learned.
Well, I'll tell you some of the good things that we're excited about. We want to be able to decentralize the department and have a more community approach, much like our friends in the police department, where we get away from the car, get out of the car, get away from the desk, and get out and walk to neighborhoods and get to know people. So we're excited about that.
And also, we did a 10-70-20 program. I think Levi Williams started, and we knocked on 1,800 houses one day. Tell me, how do that work with code enforcement? You know, we got prostitution, we got crack house, we got drugs, we got a truck stop. We're hearing that over and over again, and here we got Forrest here in code trying to maintain. I mean, how do they work hand in hand?
Well, I think it was a great opportunity for us to obtain feedback from the community as far as what is it that the problems are. And we get there's a drug house just down the street, prostitution just down the street, so we send narcotics out, but we also obtain information in regards to code and different issues in that particular neighborhood over on Wheatland and Polk. So that's the target area that we've been targeted with the program.
Another thing, Forrest, we had debate about loose dogs in District 8. I think we're number 1, number 2, number 3. We keep sliding up and down.
That's right.
Tell me what we're trying to do to address the loose dogs in District 8.
Well, we want to do two things. First, educate people about responsible pet ownership. If you're going to own a dog, you're going to have to make sure that your neighbors aren't disturbed by you having one. And second, let's just be aggressive in going out there looking for animals to help the animals, because we want them to either be in a safe place. So walking the streets is not a place for an animal to be.
Okay, and also, with the 10-7-20, I keep going over and over with this program, but do this 10-7-20 help reduce crime? It also help reduce code? I mean, is that a good thing, a bad thing? I know we go back 9 months, and every month we meet. Is the community still coming out?
Absolutely. It's a great opportunity to reduce crime and also to reduce calls for services. For instance, this has been our first month over in the residential neighborhood, and as we compare May to May of last year, calls for services were reduced 29%, which means that now officers have more opportunities to be out there when needed. So when people complain about, well, the police, it takes them a little while to come into our neighborhood. Now we're reducing the amount of time that the officers are out there.
And also, I guess, Forrest, when you said call for service, what do you mean by call for service?
That's when a citizen calls 911. So if in a given community we have 400 people calling 911 versus 200, we want to reduce the number of calls for services so that we free up our officers.
And also, Forrest, I know this is a difficult question to answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Okay.
But the point is, we got code. I mean, we got people in the southern sector. We got a huge land mass. How do we deal with a huge land mass with so many officers? I mean, are we going to add more officers?
Yes.
Are we going to train more people? And we also kind of changed the boundaries of the area. Can you walk us through what we're trying to do?
I will. The first thing we did is to divide the city into geographic regions and have a manager responsible for that area, so they own the area. The second thing is to have a neighborhood code rep that is assigned in the area. They get to know the people, sort of like the officer on the beat concept. So this is something that we want to do, so that in those areas where we have people who need specific help with animals or whatever it happens to be, they can know what the community needs and help provide that service.
And also, doing the service, do y'all work hand in hand with your department, with code, or do y'all communicate? How often do y'all communicate, and why do y'all communicate?
Well, at the end of each meeting, initially at the survey, we obtained the information from the community saying this is what we need to do in regards to code. But at the end of each meeting, we receive complaints that deal with code. What we do, we forward those to the code department. They work on those complaints, and before the meeting, the next meeting, we come back with the results. that code has provided for us.
So, when you went out, to the community, was the community happy? Were they willing to give you data, give you information, tell you what's going on in the community, or were they kind of more hesitant?
Well, we did obtain a great response from the community. A lot of the people were extremely happy as far as seeing the police in the community, like you mentioned a minute ago,
Right.
out from their cars and knocking on doors. Some of those people have never seen the community knocking on their doors to obtain information.
And also, I know it's a very, very difficult job you face. I mean, tell me in a few words, what can a citizen do to help you out?
The best thing a citizen can do to help us is contact us, get involved. If everything from volunteer opportunities if they want to, or organizing a neighborhood group and having us come and visit with them to find out what their needs are. So involvement is what I would say the best thing they could do.
Involvement,
Yes.
and that's great. The community needs involvement. I think with the 10-7-20, we had great involvement. Also, tell me your name again, sir.
Ben Hidalgo with the Office of Community Affairs.
And who you with?
And I'm Forrest Turner with the City of Dallas Code Compliance.
And thank you for joining me again. Here, I am Tennell Atkins. My telephone number is 214-670-4066. And I'm Councilman Tennell Atkins. I'll see you next time on Dallas Delivery.